Okay, well, welcome everybody. Yeah, wait a sec. Wait a sec. There we go. There we go. I had that seat coming in. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition. We are here again with our Phoenix members on our South group. Glad everybody can make it today. So we meet every week. We've been doing this for 10 years. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary with Phoenix. 2016, we launched this with the intention to bring business people together without all of the strict guidelines and the strict things that we normally see in many groups. And it has been quite a journey. We've gone through many of the initial growth that we've had, and going through COVID and all of that, we were one of the first to adopt that because we were always on Zoom anyway, even when we were meeting in the restaurants and meeting in all the venues and so on. So it was great to have this hybrid idea where we're doing both. Once a month, we do meet at various places, whether it's at the River Lounge, which I believe in this group is in about 3 weeks. I think it's on the 23rd or 24th or something. So the we also meet at Hive on the Wednesdays. So we're trying to meet people, and because it's important to be able to keep that human connection going as well. Okay, so give you a little bit of an idea of how Phoenix is doing. All right, here we go. Here's our idea here. Okay, this is our site, pbex.ca, pbex.ca, and this is the hub of everything we do. Member of the week is Jacqueline Richards, so it's great to see her. There's her video. There's her electronic business card. Yeah, check her out. She's a wonderful lady. She's not only a mortgage consultant and so on, but has many other talents there for finances. She's a yoga instructor. She works with energy, and when you combine money and energy together, you get something very special. And that's where Jacqueline really excels. We have 4 chapters basically. We have our Monday, Wednesday, Thursday group. We meet between 8 and 9 Eastern time. And our after hours group, we meet once a month, which is the next one's coming up is on the 26th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we bring that as a mastermind. Now, all members can come to that. If you are a member of one of the other groups, you come in every week, you could come to that one because it's a mastermind. It's we bring in an element of goals that you have for the whole year. We break it down by the month, and this way we can have somebody can be accountable for your goals. So it's a wonderful thing to do. So there's no extra cost for that if you're a member already. Okay. Upcoming member events. Just click this tab here. It gets you into the additional things that we see all over. I have a meditation class coming up tomorrow at 1:30, and a sound bath coming up on the 20th. Penny Lee has her Friends Friday potluck this Friday. So if you want to have fun, this is a great place to be. It's quite an experience when you're meeting neighbors and family and so on. And believe it or not, a lot of people I connect there, they come in and they want to know more about what I do, because when you meet face to face, it's a different level of connection, and it's a different way that people can see you. Right? That's what it used to be in my world. A number of decades ago, that's how we met, always in person. Canada Growth Network meets every Monday at 1. East Trade Winds Tuesday at 8 a.m. And our next at Hive meeting is on the 20th, May 20th. So put that in your calendar to come in for that, either in person. Again, we will still do it on Zoom. And on the south end, it's on the 28th. QR directory, just press this. It has all of our members on there with their QR code in case you have to get to somebody quickly or pass their QR to someone else. If they say, "Oh, do you know of a good mechanic, or do you know of a person that could help me with my health, that kind of thing," then we could just scroll down to Susan and various other people that is connected to whoever is looking for the product or service that they want. And the QR then goes right on their phone. It's the best way to be able to transfer. A business card, we can't have everyone's business card because we did that in the beginning. We had a binder full of business cards from other members, but very few people used it because if you're shopping, you probably won't have the binder on you. But there's nothing more convenient than having it on your phone. Everything is on your phone. And the good part is everyone else's phone has your contact information as well. So it's quick and easy, and it's just a matter of clicking this on your phone. You just go onto our pbex.ca site and just find out who that you're looking for, an accountant or whoever, and it's all there. Okay. Some of the numbers that we're going through is this year from January 1st, 24,000 in terms of shared business, 96 referrals so far this year, and that adds on to the 8,000, more than 8,000 referrals we've had over the last 10 years. And we've hit our 5 million mark. That means $5 million worth of business has gone to a Phoenix member in some way. Now, we actually know it's higher than that, but those are the ones that people have been reporting to us. So, we are new into this month. So if you've done any spending with another member, we don't need a lot of details, just approximately how much that you've spent with another member. And then we can add that to the scoreboard and just be able to measure that. Because if you can measure something, it gives you that power in the sense that there's something that you can see the growth, you can see the advancement, and so on. Okay. And there's our QR code of those that are on Facebook Live and LinkedIn Live. If you want to apply, if you want to, or you want to come into one of our meetings, you're more than welcome. And we're going to be hearing later today from Kat Pinder. She was a visitor last week, and she wanted to come in this week to show us more about what she does. So this is great. Phoenix is not only a place where you could go and get referrals and connections, but we also partner up with many charities that are in the neighborhood. Canada Food Cupboard are the ones that we're doing this year, and they help almost 1,000 families a month, being able to help them just to get through another hump with high cost of food and many other expenses. They're struggling. Expenses are going up higher than the wages. Sometimes the wages, if you get laid off or if your hours get cut or whatever, because everyone, many are cutting back. It's very difficult for some families to. So that's what they do, and we help with that. All right, we have over 51,000 in terms of direct funds for the local charities, not including all the associated exposure and all the other things that we help with some of these charities for. So this is a great thing, knowing that you're a member, that you're helping your neighbors in some way. All right, so let's turn it over to Kat Hurd. She has a message for you that she'd like to bestow. Go ahead, Kat.
Hi, everybody. So it's been drawn to my attention that people do not have the same technical skills as other people in the group. Now, to a lot of people, that will be a duh, but it's one of those things that we don't think about. So I'm going to talk to you about what I'm calling, and I will explain what I'm talking about, what I call the chat box. Okay. So on Zoom, at the very bottom, unless you're on a mobile phone, there is a box that says chat. It's like a little button. When you click it, it pops up and everybody puts in the messages. I refer to that as the chat box. You may call it something else. I mean, the name somebody called it to me earlier, I thought was great, was Zoom Messenger. So you can call it that if you like that. Call it what you like. So in that box, there is a lot of information that goes through that box. So firstly, make sure your information goes in the box every meeting. I don't care if you're here 4 times a week. 4 times a week, it goes in the box. Okay. And contact information. So it's not just, hey, I'm Sam, book a car appointment. It's, hey, I'm Sam, this is my booking link, this is my telephone number, this is my email, check out my website. All that kind of jazz. But because there is so much content that goes through that box, if you put a message in that says, like Jacqueline dropped a message in, good morning, right? So yes, we can just react to that. But if we want to reply back, we want to say, hi, Jacqueline. In that message box, we need to use the @ symbol. So if we type in @Jacqueline Richards or @Sam, whatever you like, that message then draws it to their attention. And it means that they can see a message. So what I'm hearing is that people are missing private messages. So yes, you can send direct private messages to people, but some of us are not they're not technical enough to be able to do that. So if you want to do it within the main chat, awesome. Just put the @ symbol. And then the other tip I've got for you is after the meeting, download the chat. So there's 3 dots at the top of the chat. So save that chat. 9 times out of 10, it goes into a downloads folder on your computer. But when you've got that, depending on how technical you are, put it in a CRM, the content. Put it in an Excel if you're an Excel person. If you just like to text people, go and drop in everybody's phone number into your phone. Or go onto the Phoenix website if you prefer to do it that way and save it that way and save all the contact informations off the e-cards. But whatever you do, save this information so that everybody can reach out to everybody and we can do what we need to do. So that is my message today. I'm sorry if it was a message you already knew, but if it is, hey, you've got a refresher. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you very much, Kat. I love everything you say, everything, no matter what it is. That's so good. We also have one of our members from the After Hours group. Her name is Sandy Benoit, and she is a pet whisperer. So just in case, I know Stella, I know Sandy's coming up. She's excited already. I'm going to bring Sandy in, and she could talk a little bit, just so in case I forget that she's on the line. So Sandy, you want to just tell everybody what you do?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. I'm Sandy, founder of Canine Touch and Tell. And the reason why my company is called Touch and Tell is because I'm blind or vision impaired, whichever way you want to take it. And so everything I touch upon tells me a story. Therefore, I can create a deeper bond between pet owners and their pets through massage, through energy work, which includes essential oils, crystals, and other technical things like infrared energy. And as the technology goes on further, infrared machines go into PMF mats, and it goes on even further. Even though I'm not technically inclined, I actually can use this kind of techniques. Plus, I do core strengthening. And everybody asks me, well, what is core strengthening? Well, here's an example. If you've ever sat down and tried to get up and fall back on your seat, that means your core is not very strengthened. And I do this often, so I know what it's like. So imagine a dog that's sitting down and can't get up. Well, if I can strengthen the core, that dog has a longer life of being able to move around. So that's a little idea about core strengthening is. So almost 40 years, I recognized yesterday, I've created many techniques and services for pet owners and their pets to give them a positive life and to overcome many hurdles that they've come up against challenges. So Sandy Benoit, Canine Touch and Tell, 613-762-8869. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Sandy.
Thank you, Tony.
I've seen Sandy do some incredible things, so it's we always try and support people that are like that. But 40 years, Sandy, that's amazing. Good,
I know.
nice work.
Yeah, it's coming in October will be 40 years.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's
it's,
awesome.
it's been amazing. I've met in my journey a lot of nice people and a lot of nice dogs, and I've seen a lot of dogs, that'll crawl into my shop and walk out of the shop all in one appointment. It's really is quite incredible. I never thought I had that capability. And the other thing I've realized is that I can communicate with the owner and the dog at the same time, like I've done with you, Tony. And so that's another technique I've come across. And sometimes the owner doesn't know what I'm doing, so I have to explain it to them so that they can understand what is going on in their pet or animal.
So Sandy, your website is Canine Touch and Tell?
Yes.
Canine Touch and Tell, just the way it sounds.com.
Yes.
And what's your phone number?
It's 613-762-8869. See, he's doing it, Kat. I think he's doing the thing.
Where's the hyphen?
Sounds like he is.
Okay, so it's 613-762?
8869.
8869. All right, perfect. Thank you,
Sandy. Tony.
That's good.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, no problem. That's great. And over to Kat. Kat Hurt.
Is this my turn?
No, not yet. You'll be presenting. You'll be presenting last. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So we'll give you that chance. So Kat Hurt, you would like to do a little blurb on yourself?
What do I want to say today? Okay. So what I want to say is, hi, I'm Kat. I'm from Purple Panda Creative Marketing. My job is to tell your story about you, your business, and your why. So if you know somebody who is not able to sell their why, sell themselves, or sell what they do, that's exactly the person I want to talk to. How's that?
Okay, perfect. Okay, and any BAMs? Referrals?
Sam. I spent an hour and 43 minutes on the phone to Sam. So does that count?
I think that would count a couple of times.
What else have I done? I've spoken to Q this week. I've spoken to Susan this week. I've spoken to you this week.
Yep.
I don't think I've spoken to Bernie this week. Well, briefly yesterday. Jacqueline, I probably need to have another conversation with. And Kat, I need to work out how I can contact you so we can have our BAM. That's it. I ran out of people in the room.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Kat. And over to Q.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Does anyone hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. So what if I told you the biggest reason most Canadians don't build wealth isn't because they don't make enough money, it's because they wait too long to start. Hi, everyone. My name is Q. Alongside helping family protect what matters most to them through insurance, I also help everyday Canadians build their financial future with simple, smart investing strategies. A lot of people think investing is complicated, risky, or something you do later when you have more money. But here's the truth. The most powerful advantage in investing isn't money, it's time. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow into something life-changing. That is because of compounding, where your money starts earning money on itself. I work with clients to make investing simple and personalized, whether that's using a tool like TFSA, building a long-term portfolio, or creating a plan that actually fits your life. Because investing shouldn't feel overwhelming, it should feel empowering. If you've been waiting for the right time to start investing, this is your sign. Your future self will thank you. Contact me for more information. Q from World Financial Group, providing you with financial peace of mind when you need it most. Thank you.
Thank you. And any referrals or BAMs?
No referral for this week. I talked to Kat this week.
Okay, yep. Okay, and yeah, a BAM is a business activity meeting, and that's when two members get together one-on-one. They talk about their business, their family, their dog. In Sandy cases, it's almost always your dog.
Yes, that's right.
And
Unusually,
so it's yeah. So more of those that happen, the referrals seem to go up, even though it's not a sales call. But it just seems that the more you talk about things with someone else, you start to click as who could probably use the other person's service. So that's the idea. All right, thank you very much, Q. And over to Susan McGarry.
Thanks, Tony. Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan McGarry. I'm with a company called Pure Trim. I'm starting to give away my favorite product, Cardio 9. I talked about this yesterday, but what I love about it, it tastes like fruit punch. It's really delicious. Perfect time of year to be drinking this. And I just want to touch on the three top benefits of the Cardio 9. And this is a 30-day supply. Number one, better circulation and blood flow. It helps deliver more oxygen and nutrients throughout your entire body. Number two, it gives you more energy and endurance. It supports your stamina, performance, and less fatigue as we get older. And number three, brain and heart support. Healthy blood flow helps support memory, focus, cardiovascular health, and overall vitality. And I think of my friend Peter, who's the head chef at Felina's restaurant that my sister owns. And right now, we are just going through, I'm helping him, I'm supporting him with this because he's not technically savvy, but getting his driver's license back. Because if you have a heart condition, they're very, very strict. You have to do all these eye tests, doctor's appointments. So he's really having troubles with that. So my job is to get the information out to people as quickly as possible so we can prevent disease and disorder from settling inside the body before it happens. So if there's anyone you know and care about that's looking for more energy, improving their vitality, have them reach out to me and I'll put my information into the chat now that you all are going to save it. Thank you, Susan with Pure Trim. No BAMs, just a great chat, as always, with Kat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Susan. Awesome. And over to Sam. I know you have to go. There's a person waiting to get their tires fixed.
Actually, that was yesterday, not today. Thanks, Tony. Sam Sturs, ConnectedCars.ca. Let's see. First of all, dash cameras are my main thing, like this one here, installed nice and neat to the car. Comes on when the car is actually off. It's called parking mode. If that's what you want, then you can get that. Let's see here. Besides that, I do minor repairs, oil changes, brake jobs. And this week I'm talking about battery, keeping your battery charged. If you aren't driving an EV, when you start your car in the morning, especially in the wintertime, that battery is already diluted, I should say. It's gone down because of the cold temperature. And if you have things on like the heater and the heating steering wheel and the defroster, and you're hurting the battery even worse, even more. So you're going to need at least 20 to 30 minutes to recharge that battery. So if you're just going to the grocery store or the corner, that's not good enough. So that battery's going to get wear down. Come summer here, air conditioning. In fact, I had a customer with air conditioning on. That's a typical thing I find in cars. Before you shut the car off, turn that air conditioning off because the clutch is engaged, the compressor is engaged, and when you restart that car, the battery has to work extra hard when that happens. So keep that in mind if you want to keep your battery for a long time. Let's see here. Bam, that's what I want to talk about. Last week I went to the River Lounge, attended that in-person meeting, talking to Norm about inserts for our front windows or our door. Eric called me in regards to exhaust issue. I couldn't help him with it because it required welding, but I did refer him away. Let's see here. Kat, yes, Kat mentioned we were on the phone for a long time. My wife got jealous that I was on the phone for so long. so, so I had a band with her. And then Dave Beliveau, he has his Model Y EV here yesterday. He had a slow leak in one of his tires, and I fixed him up within the hour, put a plug in his tire for him. Seems that he runs over a lot of nails for some reason. I think that's got to be the fourth tire I've repaired for him in the last few years. That's interesting. I'm going to keep that in mind. Anyway, that's it for me. Sam Stewart, ConnectedCars.ca. Today's mobile electronics without the cost of a vehicle, and lots more.
Thank you very much, Sam. Awesome. And over to Jacqueline.
Good morning, everyone. I know on this beautifully cloudy day, we did have a little bit of rain, and that's okay because that's about spring break. maybe a break, maybe not. I need to say that was an amazing thought that Kat pulled out. It's amazing when I'm at Bernie's event at East Trade Winds, I do use the chat and I make sure that I connect with the people in the chat while I'm there. It's a great idea and it allows me never to forget who I spoke to because they'll never forget me. Of course, I met you here, and the chat is absolutely brilliant. Thank you. I'm sure my mortgage clients would love to know more about that having a chat will get them where they need to go. I did the presentation, a quick presentation, a PowerPoint about what we should all know about the first home savings account, first-time home buyers. And it doesn't matter what age you are, between 15, no, 15, wouldn't that be great? 18 and 71, you are a first-time home buyer. And the opportunities are out there. We just need to ask. There are opportunities for doing what you didn't think could be done. There's opportunities about making sure you're taking those steps. And so when you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, you want to contact your mortgage honey. And yeah, the only connections I'd had is with Tony on Friday and Bernie. And I continue to say thank you for all that you do. And I know Sam will be visiting you shortly. Ciao.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Awesome. And Bernie, over to you. You have a couple of other announcements that you can go through. So we'll give you a little bit more time for that, okay? For Mike
Tony,
and the
thank,
other things that you.
yeah, Tony, thank you so
But
much.
you always say the
So,
other.
so the content I just posted in the chat. One of the really easy ways to find out what's going on in East Trade Winds Canada Growth Network and also the Knack for Business podcast. And Jacqueline, thank you for being a guest last week. That was awesome. You go through the blog. It's a short read. You might find something that's of interest and that might provide you some more insight in a given topic, right? Subject matter experts. Mike Wazowski, he's out there and he can be your stand-in. He can be your doppelganger. He won't look like you, but he will deliver the message that you want to come from you, right? So capitalize on that service. And you know what? The other great service is Cat Hurd. Cat number one. You have something you want to post in social media and have it go through the Phoenix Business Exchange social media channels, capitalize on it. All right. I also posted at the very beginning the LinkedIn profile, right, of where we're having a chat right now. You know what you're doing in the chat? You should put it in there too. Literally just, and hi, what do you do? Because that also gets some churn and it also gets something, pushing out content for you. It's to your benefit. If you don't use it, that's okay. Then to the LinkedIn space, you might not exist as well, right? But if someone's watching the LinkedIn live show, then they know how to get a hold of you. It's kind of really key, right? Tip one, though, post the content and first hit the post and then hit the whatever the icon you want to do, a thumbs up, clap, heart emoji, support heart emoji, insightful, whatever the case might be, right? Do that because that sequence, when you do it that way, again, provides you more attraction. And this is true for any LinkedIn post you push out there, okay? And you know that little @ symbol that Kat was talking about earlier? If you do that inside that space, you put your name in there because you're on LinkedIn, you go @ in your name. It highlights it @ your company if your company has a profile. If you're talking about somebody else, let's say you had a great deal with Jacqueline, well, mortgages, @ Jacqueline. And then all of a sudden, Jacqueline gets a nudge, right? And that continues the conversation. I'm going to stop because I keep going, and this is more time than I anticipated chatting away. Over to you, Tony.
Yeah, no problem, Bernie. No problem. You have so much to say, it's all good. You're bringing a lot of other people in. Hey everybody, Tony Jennings from Higher Self. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I am a medium, clairvoyant, and what I'm looking for these days are people that have perhaps lost a loved one. Whether it's a parent, a spouse, a pet that you want to connect to afterwards. I got two of those just over the last couple of days. And that's how the conversation starts. And then they realize that there's more to it, because when that person moves on, the other person sort of stops living for a bit. If you know somebody that's really in a rut, it's understandable if they're feeling that they've missed a pet, and it's been 2 weeks. But what is it like if it's been 10 years and they're still in that same mode? So yeah, we can help them with that. We can help them connect there and give them a reading, and then give them a tuning session. And I work with frequencies, with tuning forks, and many other things that I have at my disposal. I have a whole world of frequencies downstairs, everything from tuning forks. We also have copper generators, anything to get energy moving in your body to bring you light, basically. All right. So yeah, so I met with Josh over the airways. Hey, and Eric Sinego, he's our accountant. Had a BAM with Sandy very recently, and then it went to Bernie's East Trade Winds as well. All right, and we have and we have our meditation for tomorrow at 1:30. It's a free meditation for everyone on my Facebook channel. Okay, so until then, we'll see you then. Now, one of our very intricate parts of our meeting is that we give somebody more of an opportunity to talk about their industry and their business. Now, we normally give this to a member, but it was Susan that convinced us that Kat Pinder would be it's just an amazing person, a heart of gold, and she'd like to just talk a little bit about her. So we made the exception, and we allowed Kat to be able to talk a little bit about her world in this way. So Kat, if you wanted to find some time to share with us a little bit about what you do, and I'm assuming you're on your telephone, right, or you're on your phone. If you could
Yes.
turn your phone sideways, then the viewers could get sort of a wider perspective of there you are. There you go.
Okay.
We can see more of you. There's
This is
more
all
love.
this is all new to me.
This is all good. Okay. Well, Kat, take it away. It's all yours.
All right. So first of all, I just want to thank you guys for having me, and thank you, Susan, so much. I do appreciate this opportunity. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself and the company. So my name is Kathy Pinder. I have been a Norix consultant now for a little over 2 years. I have promoted to sales leader. So I'll tell you how I found Norwex. So I was out shopping at Christmas time, and I came across a vendor, and she had all these cleaning without harsh chemicals product. So I started talking to her, and she talked to me about her laundry soap. So a couple of my people in my family have skin irritation. So I thought, I'll try the laundry soap. Sure enough, the skin irritation, psoriasis went away in my family members, my husband and my son. So it just goes to show you what harsh chemicals will do. So in saying that, I'll tell you a little bit about the company. So Norwex has been around for 30 years. They are dealing without harsh chemicals. They are a debt-free company. They recycle plastics that would have ended up in our world's oceans. And their mission is to reduce the amount of harsh chemicals we use in our home daily. So I'll talk to you a little bit about our microfiber cloths. So I'll just hold one up here. This is our Envir cloth. All right. So this cloth here, there's some really cool things about this product. So the first thing is to be a microfiber cloth to be put on the market. Anybody can put one of these on the market. You only need to think about one strand of hair. You only need to be 1/6 of a human hair to put a microfiber cloth in a box store. The difference between ours is 1/200th of a human hair. So split your hair one strand 200 times. So when I hold this up, that's the reason you can't see through this. So it is super absorbent. And this cloth here alone will hold 7 times its weight in water. So you have a mess, this is your go-to cloth. The second thing about this cloth is it picks 99% of all bacteria off of any washable surface, just with water alone. Now, how it does that is if you were to look under a microscope, Underneath, you're going to see a bunch of little fingers crawling all over the surface, just grabbing all the dirt, everything. And what happens is the cloth locks it all into place. And the only time the dirt is released is once it's rinsed under the sink. So you can go around, you can wash your bathroom, your kitchen, whatever. Everything is locked in until it gets rinsed. Once it's rinsed out, if you notice, every one of our products have a little handle here. And they have their name, so it's an EnviroCloth. So the third thing about this is it has backlock technology. So what that is, it's a silver agent that's embedded into our microfiber, which allows it to purify while it's hanging. So, and the next day you're ready to use again and again. So basically we wash ours. There's two and a half in our family. One's not always here. So we wash ours once a week, once every 2 weeks. Because once a backlog takes over, there's never any smell, no mold, no mildew, no bacteria, nothing ever grows on these cloths. So it's not like you have a sponge in the sink that you pick up and you smell, you want to throw in the garbage. These will never have an odor, never have a smell whatsoever. So a little bit more about the backlog technology. I know we all watch TV and we see sheets and pillowcases. You see them. Oh, here's some grounded sheets. Here's some silver sheets. I just want you guys to know that Norwex is the only company in the world that has the technology to put the silver inside the microfiber. And how they do that is they liquefy the silver, and nobody else can do this. So what that does is there's no shedding. So once it's liquefied, once you wash it the first time, there's a little bit of shedding, but then our cloths are guaranteed for 2 to 5 years. Our mop pads are guaranteed for 5 years. These cloths are guaranteed for 2 years. They fray, they rip anything, we give you a new one. All right. So in saying that about the sheets that are on TV, if you go and pay $400 for a set of those grounded sheets, while you're washing them, it is just gonna shed because they only dip the sheets and the pillowcases. They are not embedded into the microfiber. Nobody else has that technology. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right. Another cool thing. So I wanted to talk to you guys about sustainability. So Norwex is all about sustainability, the landfill. They don't want to put anything in the landfill. They try and have a product for each thing that we have. So saying our paper towels, 254 million tons of paper towel end up in our landfill every year. It's just a floating island of that. One swipe with Windex, off you go. All right. So what they've done is they've made counter cloths. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
She has a dog too.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to show you this. So what they've done is they've made a counter cloth. So this is their counter cloth, and this is the size of a paper towel. So they basically are the same size. So there's no more paper towel. There's no more waste going in the landfill. It's our counter cloths, and you wash them once a week. They all of our microfiber have the backlock technology. Everyone has a handle. So once you're done wiping the counter, you rinse, everything comes out, you hang to dry, it's ready, it's purified for the next day. So all our cloths are like that. I did want to say about Norwex is all about cleaning without harsh chemicals. So in saying that, they are all about sustainability, about the environment, and about the landfill. So Norwex has paired with EWG. I don't know if anybody has heard about that group, but it is called Environmentally Working Group. And they are a nationwide website. They have over 100,000 chemicals plus and growing that you can go on their website. They have a banded list and a restricted list. You can go on and check out any chemical you want. They get over 2,000 hits an hour. It just goes to show how concerned everybody is about what they wash with, what they put on with skincare, whatnot. So EWG, all Norwex has always been clean, but they did want to pair with EWG just to put it's one level higher, just to prove how clean they are. Because to be EWG certified it's a very rigorous how do I want to say that? It's really hard to get an EWG certification. Most people are B certified. EWG just gives Norwex one step over to show, hey guys, we are absolutely clean. So there's no harsh chemicals in any of our products. All right. I did want to say about our laundry soap. So to be a laundry soap, you only need to be 34% bio-based to be put on the market. So one of those big tubs you pick up, Tide, whatever it may be, the rest is either chemicals or water in that tub. Our laundry soap, I just wanted to show you. So our laundry soap is 90% bio-based. So it comes from the ground, it goes back into the ground. The other 8 or 9% is from plant-based fragrances, stuff like that. Our laundry soaps hardly ever smell. I'm sorry, they don't really have any scent to them. One other thing I wanted to say, we have over 300 products in our book, and we have everything from home care, pet care, family care, personal care, shampoos, you name it, toothpaste, deodorant, anything. You don't want to put any harsh chemicals in your body, and that's what Norwex is all about. I do have a website that I will pop up later on after my conversation. But I did want to mention to Sue if you have any testimonial about some of our products that we do use.
Sure, I'd love to share Kat myself both on it, especially the laundry detergent. And you have the balls that go into the dryer that remove static electricity. Um, and instead of using the bounce sheets, because apparently the bounce sheets are really toxic too, which I had no idea. And I remember doing vendoring and just kind of walking by a Norwex table, not having a clue what it was, and just kept walking. But what Kat does is she takes the extra time and she explained all the laundry soap. And I still have my same bag from when did I buy that? 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Where before it was always Walmart, the big tubs of Tide for $22, and then you have to carry it home, and the rolls of paper towel. I used to buy the big jumbo and throwing that in the back of the Jeep. It's just made it so much more easier. I don't have to carry anything. I just order it online, my little cloths and my soap that lasts forever. And my sister's really enjoying it too. So thank you so much. I
Oh,
really love Norwex. Thank
thank you for that, Sue. Yeah, everything with Norwex, they are all about the environment. They are all about being eco-friendly. Like you said, they're dryer balls. like like you said, those sheets are the most toxic things you can have in your home and for outside the environment. Once I switched to the dryer balls, there's no static. My drying time used to take between 40 and 45 minutes. We're looking at 20 to 25 minutes now to dry a load. No toxins, no nothing. Like, I don't know. I wanted to show you guys this. So this is a normal laundry soap, okay? This is what it looks like as you're washing your clothes. And once it goes into the dryer, this dries on your clothes. So it takes 26 seconds for chemicals to enter your bloodstream. And how that happens is once you put your clothes on, and your clothes reach the same temperature as your skin, that leaches into your body and then it leaches into your organs. Just to show you, this is our laundry soap. This has been in here 1 year. This is 1 tablespoon. It is absolutely clean. You can take our laundry soap and you can wash your boat in the water. It's great for waterways. There's no harsh chemicals in it whatsoever. It's an amazing product. Like, I don't know. I could talk about Norwex for a long time, but I think I got most of the points down. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me.
I'm sensing that our Sandy Benoit has a question about pets. You said you had something regarding is it soap for pets or what
Yes,
type?
we have everything for pets. We have 2-in-1 dog shampoo, conditioner. We have a spray that you can put on them in between washes so they smell good. We have the dog brush. We have the towels for the dogs. They all have the backlock technology, so you don't have to worry about them stinking after. Just hang them up. We have so many stuff for dogs. We have all kinds of stuff.
So here's my question. You talked about the dryer ball um, with a with a static. Do you have something like that for dogs? Because I have a customer whose dog is afraid of thunderstorms, and I do use an unscented dryer sheet, and it seems to really work, but there's chemicals in that.
That's
So
right.
I'm wondering if you had something that I could offer or share with her.
I can check into that for you for sure.
Okay, sure, great.
Yeah, perhaps
But
a phone call might be better
Yes.
to talk more about that.
yeah,
So Kat will get you connected
Okay.
to Sandy,
sure.
and then you ladies can talk. Okay?
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, go ahead, Susan.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. I love this guy. This is what's called
The
Cat.
dusting mitt.
Okay, so what I do with this dusting mitt, Sandy, it fits on my hand. It's like a glove. It's a mitt on my hand. So when the dog
Yeah.
comes in, I take the cloth and I gently wipe her back coat underneath, her whole body, take ticks off.
Oh,
Oh,
This
good.
removes ticks, the
really?
microfibers, because I went on to ChatGPT and they told me use a microcloth, and I'm like, oh, wow, look, I got one from Cat. It even talks like a puppet. So
I
it's
That's a
great.
great
wanted to
idea.
I
Yeah.
wanted to say something. So you see her dusting mitt? We have a similar one, but it's for a dog. It's the
Oh, this
same
is
one.
yours.
No, but that's a dusting mitt. It looks exactly like our dog mitt, but it has holes for your fingers and you use it on your dog. And our dog,
Okay.
yeah, our dog loves it. You wipe her face, it takes off all the hair, all the ticks. That's just a dusting mitt, but it would do the same thing. But we do have a dog one. Thank you for bringing that up, Sue. We
I
have
And
was
so
how
many.
much is your laundry soap and dust mitts? Can you give us an example of what
Yeah,
we
like
pay for?
our this laundry soap. So it shows that there's 100 loads in here, right? So you see the back of this. If you were to follow this, I don't know if
yeah.
you guys can
The
see
little
that.
No,
Okay,
scoop.
if
no.
you were to follow that amount, you guys are going to have a white residue on your clothes because our laundry soap is so concentrated that you need the fraction amount that you would use of a harsh laundry soap. So really, this is a teaspoon to a tablespoon per load. So it says 100 loads. We've done the math already. There's 222 teaspoons in this bag. So you have almost 200 loads in this for $38.99 with no harsh chemicals. You won't find that anywhere else. It's EWG certified. All our laundry soaps. We have them in pump as well. And you get 230 loads in a normal pump bottle. So we have it in lavender as well. We have it in non-scented. We have also another brand as well like this, and it's our Powerzyme, and that is for stains. It's for uniforms, for anybody that wears a uniform that goes out, anything stains, somebody that drops stuff on their clothes all the time, kids, anything like that. Our Powerzyme is amazing. Blood, gravy, grease, grime, you name it. It's the ultimate. It took them 3 years to make that, going back and forth with EWG until it was absolutely clean. And it's amazing. Like I said, you can bring it in the waterway with you. It's unbelievable. So I will never switch back to anything. Once I found the Norwex laundry soap and I started finding out about the Norwex microfiber towels and everything, it changed my whole life. It changed my household. I haven't had a chemical in my home in 2 years.
Mhm.
So, and can I tell you one other story? My pug, she was 14 years old, okay, and she started coughing really bad one night. I took her to the vet the next morning. She's like, rush her in. She's got kennel cough. I'm like, she's 14 years old. She's a pug. She hasn't seen a dog in a year. Rush her in to the back. She's like, she doesn't have kennel cough. I said, well, what's wrong with her? She's like, oh, she's got a bad cough. I said, from what? Well, we don't know. So I wanted to get testing done, and it would have taken me $2,000 or $3,000. So what I did, I came home and I said to my husband, I said, you know what? We're already into Norwex. I'm going to stop spraying the chemicals because she had started pooping and peeing in the house. I stopped spraying chemicals, no word of a lie. She stopped coughing in 9 days and she lived 2 extra years. Okay, so it just goes to show what spraying chemicals will do in your home. It was landing on my fur baby. So never any more chemicals in my home.
Mark.
So I just wanted to share that.
Okay.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, Kat, thank you very much for your introduction of how you got into this and your business and your industry. And it is very tough out there. If you look at the soap aisle in any supermarket, it's probably one of the biggest and most profitable, but it also most toxic.
Yep.
You know, I've over the years I've been conditioned to walk past all the cookie aisle, and then now we're trying to get rid of all of the harsh soaps. So one at a time, we're sort of
Yep.
bringing that in, and even with our dog, we just mopped the floor. My sister was with Norwex like 10 years ago, and we bought the mop and the head. We still have it. We're still just cleaning the floors with water. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
it's great. It's been so it does last a long time.
That
Uh,
mop, they're guaranteed for 5 years, that mop. The
yeah.
pads.
Well, it was my sister-in-law that broke her mop as she was working with it, and somehow the thing broke off, and they provided her another one. Like
They
it,
do. Norwex, they
yeah,
will give you anything. They're so generous. They just
yeah,
want to get the word out there. Like, to be honest, Norwex is only in 5% of homes, which is insane because
yeah,
Europe is way ahead of us. Europe has already banned, I believe, 168,000 chemicals and 73,000 beauty skin products. So it just goes to show you how far they are ahead.
yeah. No, you were right the first time. Beauty scare. Yeah, it's
Yeah, skincare, beauty care. Sorry.
no, it's okay. So, Kat, thank you very much. And those that want to talk to Kat, I mean, we have your contact information in the chat. You put that in there. So, hopefully, if something like this type of marketing will be a please to you, we'd like to have you as a full time member so that you can continue this on a regular basis. So,
I would
we'll see.
love to join. I would love
Okay.
to.
All right. We'd love to have you. All right.
Awesome.
So yeah. So we're just coming up to the top of the hour. And Bernie, would you have a quote for us? A quote and a
Every
quote.
day. Absolutely, Tony. Smile at strangers and you just might change a life. Steve Maraboli.
Yeah, yeah. I think the part of that that came from Texas was if you walk up to somebody and they don't have a smile, give them yours.
Oh, I like that. I like
So
I
that.
yeah,
love
that's,
it.
the smile makes a big difference. And those that are watching on Facebook Live and LinkedIn Live, this is really our heartfelt group. And if you have a business, check us out. Come in the way Kat did, and just feel the people and the caring, and just from the energy itself, you're going to be successful. So until next week, we'll see you then. Okay.